Hello out there. My delight one more time, in fact, as always, to welcome you to Cross-Cultural Experience, where I invite a guest who would have traveled outside of his or her cultural environment, experienced something unique. It could be anything, it could be exciting, it could be whatever it is, and then decides to share that experience with us. My name is Uche Onyebadi, and I have, I talk to people from all corners of the globe. Today, I have a young man who is already beaming with smiles. He's from Ghana. How are you, young man?
Fine, thank you.
All
Thank you so
right.
much.
What's the name? Introduce yourself briefly, and then we'll get on with it.
All right, thank you. My name is Emmanuel Nana Effah. I'm an administrator at Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, GIMPA. Yes, and
Oh, okay.
a businessman as well.
Now this is the kind of person I like. So you administer human beings. How easy is it to? I know human beings can be anything at any time.
Very interesting. Yes, of course. I am at the international programs and development, so
Okay.
that is where I am being as an administrator. Yes.
Right. So you have human beings who behave like real human beings. Is that correct?
Yeah, you are right. You're absolutely right.
Okay, Manuel, you're most welcome to Cross-Cultural Experiences. And if there's any other person out there who wants to join me, all you need to do is to send me an email. It's crossculturalexperiences@gmail.com. Remember the S, cross-cultural experiences, all one word, @gmail.com. So, over to you. Let's share your experience. You're a businessman, you're an administrator, everything rolled into one. Let's go.
Okay. Yes, I visited China for business this year 2025. And
Okay.
I had a lot of experiences when I went there. First of all, I think my time when I went there, it was a Canton Fair. And the Canton Fair, this is where all businesses or companies come together and display their products. So I had
Okay.
opportunity to, join the Canton Fair for some few days, not all the days, because it was done in sections. So I was able to join, I think, the first and the second session. That
All
is,
right. Okay.
yeah.
Where was it held, in Beijing or another city?
Guangzhou. It was
Oh,
held in
Guangzhou.
Guangzhou.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, so it was very, you see a lot of companies that comes to display their product, in fact, they always want you to feel that, yes, this is their real product and you can test it and or buy it, but it was in quantities. But
Yeah.
I didn't, because it was my first time, I didn't keep long. I didn't have opportunity to, buy any of them, but I went there to source. Let me put it that way.
Okay. Let's get it clear. Was it because it was your first time, or you didn't go with a very fat wallet to buy?
Oh, not really, not really. Canton Fair. So I had the opportunity to go there to also see the product, then come
Oh,
home and prepare. Then because now I know the prices, I know how it is. So when I'm going for the second time, then I know what product am I going to buy or purchase
you're
or
going
something like
to
that.
get ready.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
We have a saying where I come from that you don't manufacture bullets on the day of battle. So all you have now is to know that there's a battle coming on. So you go back home, get the bullets, and then go back. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's
All right.
that's correct.
What was the
Mhm.
experience like? Any unique thing you?
Yes, so one thing that I also realized when I went there, initially I was told that, oh, when you are going to China, you need to go and exchange money, dollars, so that
Yeah.
when you go, you can use them. But when I got there, I realized it is different game altogether. They
Oh,
don't really use cash. There are two things that you need to get, Alipay and WeChat. That is their payment system. So about
okay.
98% of anything that I did was based on Alipay and the WeChat payment. And I think it's something that I never thought of, but it was so flexible and it was something that we should even encourage because it made things easy. As soon as you show
Okay.
it and you are good to go, your payment is done.
All right. So it's not just carry your the way we carry cash and start counting. How much is
Yes, yes. So
okay?
I think it was something a very good and experience that I had because I was thinking that I need to get some dollars. I was
Hmm.
going bank to bank to get it, but oh, I couldn't get. But so I was even disappointed when I couldn't get those money to get there. But when I got to know that early pay and recharge is the way to go. I think it was I was relieved that okay, this is the best way, and
Yeah, to transact
automatically
business. Yeah. Okay.
yes.
And that it makes it easier for you unless somebody steals your card. But then it's easier for somebody to pick your pocket and take your money. But with the
Yeah.
card, you're fine. Okay. All right. So what so you learned from that experience that is it something you want to suggest to some people in Ghana to try
Yes.
it?
So, yeah. So one thing that I will suggest to people to Ghana is that when they are traveling, I mean, they don't need to go and exchange money. They have to
Yeah.
link all their cards to Alipay and WeChat. But there are
Okay.
processes that you have to go through, especially if you are first time with the WeChat. It's a little bit, it's not user friendly. But if you are able to, get into it, it is easy for you to make all your payments.
Yeah. So when you oh well, people say it's not user friendly. Well, when you start using it, you make it friendly. Is that
Exactly. 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 For the Alipay, I think I use about 90% of the things that I bought was through Alipay. And it
all right?
is easy and I love it. Even when I came back in Ghana here, I still use the Alipay to, purchase online. So it was
Online.
something that I
Okay.
have learned. Yes, it's
Oh,
something that I really appreciate and it is even helping me whilst I'm back home.
all
Yes.
right, that's one of the benefits of this, this forum for people to get to know how things operate in other areas, so
Mm.
that you're not, traveling from Ghana to China and then you're thinking about, hey, where do I carry this bundle of money? That's yeah. Any other experience you would like to share? Did you eat good food, for instance, or whatever it is? Go ahead.
Oh yes. So when it comes to their food, I was sharing with one of my friends, a professor, and I was telling him that with the breakfast, I mean, it's a buffet. So as a Ghanaian man,
Oh,
when I when I go to the breakfast, I make sure I really eat much so that they can cater for me for the whole day. In the evening, I'll just eat something small. So, but it was something that I really enjoyed so much. Their breakfast. I really enjoyed it so much. And with the food, I had opportunity to visit their local, market. In the evening, there is
yeah,
a small place that they call it night market. And they have different types of vendors. It's a small maybe that one is a very it's a cheap thing. It's not expensive. They have different types of food, different types
yeah.
of meat. So I also joined them with the local people, and I really, enjoyed myself so much.
You're a real Accra boy. So you
Yes.
can join. So also it's at night and it's cheap, and then you find variety of stuff and all that.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was once in Ghana, well, a couple of times in Ghana, and they took me to, is it called Adabraka?
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
saw food of every, I mean, it was just like what you're saying, it was
Yeah.
at night and
Yeah.
we could eat in almost everything and it was fairly cheap. All
Sure.
right, all right. So if you were to summarize, sum up, because we really don't have a lot of time in this program, if we really have to summarize that trip, both the business aspect and the food and every other thing, what will you say that you learned from visiting China?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
When it comes to the business aspect, I realize that these Chinese people are seriously business oriented. When they are
Okay.
doing business with you, they will make sure that they get everything that they are expecting from you. If you bring cash, they will take everything. They
Oh,
are really, when it comes to customer care in terms of
yeah.
business, they are number one. Sometimes
Oh,
you go to their places, they give you some food. Some, they can even order food for you just to make sure you are okay. And these were most of the places that I visited. That's what they did. And in terms of the business, to in fact, they will give you the variety, the kind of things that they have, like the electronics that I was, going for. They will tell you
yeah.
this is original, this is high copy, and this is copy, depending on what you want to. Yes, depending on what you want to buy. So if you
And
want a cheap,
how heavy your pocket is. Say,
exactly,
oh,
exactly.
I
But I
love that.
realize most of the people, when they come, they just take the medium or the moderate one so that they
Yeah.
don't, because people also want it cheap price. So you also
Yes.
have to buy something that you can also make your money at the end of the day.
All
So I
right.
think I learned a lot. In fact, if we should share, but we can take an hour to share
To share
whether
the,
it comes to
yeah.
the taxi, the accommodation in terms of the hotel, the rate aspect, because I also learned that, in fact, when it is Monday, Tuesday to Friday, the rate is very cheap. Monday to Thursday, but from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I went there and asked, and they said in during the weekend, most of the families move to the hotels, and they come to spend with their family and other friends as well. So these
Okay.
were some of the things I also learned from that
All
angle.
right. Okay. I think you had an exciting time, and you might almost think about becoming a consultant on how to do business in China. I see your face is radiating. You just enjoyed your. All right. So for anybody who also has visited somewhere and wants to share the experience, let me repeat one more time. The address to use is crossculturalexperiences@gmail.com. Nana Emmanuel, I want to thank you very much for the time you have taken, to appear in this and for sharing, your views and more importantly, what you learned, even more importantly, the way you presented it. It's so clear.
Thank you.
Now, if you are going to China for business, don't go look for cash. Get into their, is it WeChat? And
All
so on.
right.
Right, and then do your good business. All right, thank you one more time, and then enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
It's a
bye.
pleasure. Bye.